one of the best clubs in Europe, European champions a couple of seasons ago. What will that tell you about your team if you can sort of compete with them in a game like this? You think it's just a friendly?
Whatever will happen, it will not say too much. It's only about the moment. So I don't think that we should compete in this moment with Barcelona in a longer term. I think that's our target. We have to be better than Barcelona. It makes not too much sense because I think each development, step by you need to be. Or if you want, you need to go each step after each step. That's how it is. But of course, for the moment, it's only about how it is in football always. So that's our status quo. So that's how we are in this moment. I have no idea how is Barcelona actually. What did they do? Did they train or not or whatever? So it's all different. It's not. We don't meet in Champions League. It's not about coming next round or things like this. It's really about trying to do our best. When we would play usually against Barcelona, for example, we would have I would have watched them 10, 15 times before, and even when I watched them in my life a lot of times, and so then to prepare, to make an analyze, whatever. But this time it's about us. So we don't make an analyze. We don't go there and watch. I watched the Leicester game, but only because I could. So now it's not about what are they doing. Most of the things we know about Barcelona, how they play. It's not the style they change. It's the quality, which they bring on the pitch every week. Unbelievable. So if you are passive against them, biggest mistake in the world. If we're too deep, then they have. Maybe one or two problems more, but at the end they always have a solution. If you're too high, they always have a solution. So that's how it is. It's I think still the best team in the world when on a good day for sure. It doesn't mean they win all or they won all. We all know who won the last Champions League season, or a few results of Barcelona were not too good, but that's not about the quality. It was only about the moment. So for us, it's very interesting and very important to do it, but at the end, we have to take what we get and then to work with it. That's how it is. It doesn't say too much about the season. If you win the game, it doesn't mean that you are better than Barcelona. If you lose the game, it's still sure you are worse than Barcelona, but not. It doesn't say anything about our Premier League season. So that's it. We have still a week after that or more to work on the things we think we have to work until Arsenal, and then the work will go on. And next game, Burnley, next game, Tottenham, international break, and so on. That's how it works. And Barcelona is only one information we get in all our whole development.
Yeah, and I was just wondering whether you had to do anything special with the players who'd been with England during the summer, and whether you'd seen had there been any hangover from the European Championships and the experience they had, or?
No, they had 3 weeks holiday and they came back pretty well recovered. So it was not that. Of course, we spoke about the European Championship, but I told them my view. So it's it's the games they played, and it was not too much at the end. But when we spoke about in general about the English football, this tournament, I told you I think already that I thought it was really good. Okay, lots of chances the first few games, and then didn't score, things like this. But it was really football what they played, and I thought it's a good plan what they had. At the end, that's how it is in a tournament. Until England left the tournament, they didn't play worse than Portugal, for example. So, but they didn't have the time for the development which Portugal had, with a little bit of luck in one or the other situation. So everything could have happened. That's not now the situation where you should talk about it, but it's a part of the truth, of course. So it was not that I had to give them back the optimism or whatever. So they came back 3 weeks. It's how national players have to do it. They have to recover quite quickly. 3 weeks is not the longest break in the world, but everything was good, so they didn't lose a lot of their physical fitness, but of course a little bit. That's how it is, because they should have made the rest, and that's what they did. And now we are still on it to bring them back in their best shape. That's all. But it was not that disappointing. That they went out the tournament. It was okay.
say it as well. But where are you up to now with Markovic? Because he's obviously he's come back and he's been involved in a lot of the games and he's looked sharp in training. Is he? You know, he was somebody that you said last season that it was up to him to force his way into your plans. Has he done that, or?
He developed really good. So when we started to train, you could really see that he didn't trust his body 100%. So because he had a serious injury, we spoke about this, and you could really see. Everybody knows Lazar is a very quick player, and but he was not at 100%. So he was a little bit in doubt about how will it be, and he needed the first 1 or 2 weeks, and then since then. It became better and better and better. So now he's in a good shape, but much better shape. I'm not sure where his 100% are, but he's on a really good way, and he's a nice lad, a good boy, funny. So all that works hard. That's all the truth. At the end, we have to see how we will build our squad, and that's what I said. We have time until the 31st of August, or maybe something will happen earlier, or something will happen at the 31st, or something will never happen. That's how it is. No final decision in this moment. We need all these players. For the games and for all our training sessions, and he's part of it. That's all.
Final 2 questions from our Belgian visitors. From Belgium, are you happy or are you surprised to see Roberto Martinez taking care of Belgium and 3 or maybe 2 of your players?
If I'm happy that he's not at Everton anymore, or what? How I knew him. He's a brilliant manager, so he did a wonderful job in 1 or 2 years at Everton, and last year when he was not that successful. That's how football sometimes is, but he's still a good manager, and I saw a few of his, I think it was as a co-commentator in USA, right? I saw a few things about when he was worked as an expert, and obviously he's a very smart guy. I'm not surprised that he is, and Belgium need a solution, and I think it's quite a creative solution, but a good one. Because he knows Belgian players, a few of them. He had at Everton. Maybe they gave the advice or the tip to the Belgium Federation and said there's a really good one. So I'm sure they will have success in the future, whatever it means, because all the other nations don't sleep. That's always a bad thing about it. But you know that Belgium is an unbelievably strong generation, and that really unlucky with all the center backs injuries at the European Championship. That was the worst thing what could happen, and so they left the tournament a little bit earlier than everybody could imagine. But now they have something like a new start, and I'm sure this will work.
And a final question on Christian Benteke. In your opinion, why did it turn out as he might have expected a year ago when he came to this club?
But that's not the right moment to think about this, because we didn't make, until now we didn't make final decisions or something like this. But obviously, it's when I came here, it was a situation that 4 strikers plus Roberto Firmino is, in my opinion, can be a striker, a really good one. 2 and have 5 strikers, so that's a situation you have to handle as a human being, as a striker with big expectations. So you have a lot of other players on your position, so you need to use the moment, things like this, or everything, and then a lot of things can happen, but it doesn't say anything about your quality. So, and he is still the player. He was at Aston Villa in a lot of games in the national team. So it's nothing changed until then. But how I said, sometimes you need to find solutions that everybody can be happy. And but it's not about quality or anything, and that's all.
Thank you. Can we just make sure that's also kept under the same embargo to be fair to Barclays? Thank you very much for coming, and we'll be in touch next week.
See you.
Thank you. Bye bye.